village without cars for 500 years. A place where you have to buy a ticket to throw away your trash. Is there a place where people commute by cable car every day? Here, women go on dates by climbing mountains together. And a place where cows get massages and have their own tunnels. All of this is real in Switzerland. Join us as we explore the 15 most bizarre and amazing facts about Switzerland in today's travel documentary. Number 15. Switzerland. No sea, no capital, but the most unique in Europe. Switzerland, officially known as the Confederatio Helvetica, CH, is a landlocked country often referred to as the Green Heart of Europe, covering an area of just about 15,940 square miles, 41,285 square kilometers, roughly the size of Maryland in the U.S. It boasts over 1,500 lakes, 4 official languages, and one of the highest standards of living in the world. By 2025, Switzerland's population is expected to exceed 8.9 million, with about 25% being foreigners, making it one of the most multicultural countries in Europe. The official languages include German, French, Italian, and Romansh, an ancient Latin language spoken by only about 0.5% of the population, yet preserved as a national treasure. Interestingly, Switzerland has no official capital. Instead, the city of Bern is considered the federal administrative center. The climate here is diverse, with cool summers like Oregon and snowy winters like Colorado, yet it features a transportation system that is precise to the second and boasts some of the cleanest air in the world. Number 14. Murin, one of the most beautiful villages in the Alps. In Switzerland, there's a place where time seems to stand still. Murin, a tiny village perched on a cliff at 1,650 meters, accessible only by cogwheel train or cable car. Here, you don't need a car because they aren't allowed, and locals commute to work, school, and even to buy bread by cable car every day, much like New Yorkers taking the subway, except instead of car horns, you hear the wind whistling through the deep Lauterbrunnen Valley below. In winter, the entire village transforms into a massive ski park. Children slide down to school, and adults ski home after lunch at a small roadside cafe. There are no advertising billboards, no McDonald's, but there are centuries-old wooden houses, handcrafted cheese made in copper pots over wood fires, and 85-year-olds still walking every day to stay fit. Murin is also famous for its perfect views of the legendary trio of the Alps, Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, where you can sip your morning coffee while witnessing the most vibrant natural scenery in Europe. At the top of Schilthorn, the rotating restaurant Piz Gloria spins 360 degrees just like in a James Bond movie. But instead of tuxedos and martinis, you sit next to guests in handmade sweaters, enjoying hot soup by a foggy window. In Murin, life moves slowly, very slowly, but it's never boring. They still hold small folk festivals every summer, where you can hear yodeling mingling with the sound of cowbells, see locals weaving baskets, carving wood, and baking chestnut cakes not for sale, but to share. And yes, they live long, healthy lives without needing Google Maps because the village has only one road, and everyone knows each other. Number 13. Swiss women, strong, wealthy, and the most interesting in Europe. When you step into the elegant streets of Zurich or Geneva, don't be surprised if you encounter women who are not only beautiful, but also rollerblading and effortlessly speaking 3 languages as if they were changing TV channels. Swiss women are known not only for their fair skin and athletic figures, like mountain girls, but also for being some of the top financial experts in Europe. They know how to save, invest, and even manage stock portfolios like true CEOs. Interestingly, Swiss women have a higher participation rate in climbing and sports than men, and housewives here are not just cooking at home. They can make handcrafted chocolate, ski as proficiently as professional athletes, and can guide you on a tour around the Alps in 3 languages. Marriage in Switzerland is not rushed. The average marriage age for women is 31, the highest in Europe, and more women are choosing to live single but are still very happy, successful, and wealthy. Interestingly, in Zurich there are even cafes called farewell cafes, where couples share a cappuccino before wishing each other luck and parting ways. And do you know what the popular dating method in Switzerland is? It's not Tinder. It's a mountain climbing buddy app. To fall in love, you must climb a mountain together. There's even a TV show called Find a Trekking Partner. And if you want to know how to connect with Swiss women or learn more about how they love and live to win over a Swiss girl, leave a comment with the number 8. I'll share the secrets with you. Number 12. The kingdom of the happiest cows in the world. Do you think cows are just livestock? In Switzerland, cows are a national symbol, the queens of the hills, and are treated like VIPs. Interestingly, Switzerland still has traditional cowbell villages, where each cow wears a large brass bell, as heavy as 33 pounds, to make them easier to find when they wander off in the woods or through thick fog in the Alps. And if you're imagining the sound of bells echoing through the valley, you're right, but that's not just movie background music. It's the everyday sound in many rural areas of Switzerland. Notably, the Swiss play a nearly 13-foot-long instrument called the Alphorn, not for performance, but to call the cows home. To avoid traffic jams caused by cows on the highways, Switzerland has even designed special tunnels just for cows to pass through the mountains. In autumn, the entire country celebrates the festival of bringing cows down from the mountains, where each cow is crowned with a floral crown and parades like a movie star. In Switzerland, cows not only have horns, but also honor. If you visit Switzerland, would you want to try blowing a nearly 4-meter-long Alphorn in the valley? And do you think you could blow the Alphorn? Leave a comment with the number 2 if you think you can, or number 3 if you can't. Number 11. Zermatt, the fairy tale village at the foot of the Matterhorn. Zermatt, a car-free village for over 500 years. No cars, no gasoline engines. People move around by small electric vehicles, horse-drawn carriages, walking or skiing. An extraordinarily peaceful world. The residents of Zermatt greet each other every morning on the walking paths, because who would be sitting behind a steering wheel? Children play joyfully. The elderly stroll leisurely with their dogs, and neighbors know each other by their breath. Life is simple, slow, and surprisingly connected. Zermatt sits at an altitude of 5,250 feet, at the foot of the Matterhorn, the most photographed mountain in the world, and the inspiration for Toblerone chocolate. The air here is so pure, it's likened to a natural oxygen source, leading many American tourists to jokingly say, "Breathing one breath in Zermatt is like 10 detox sessions at a spa in Beverly Hills." Not only is Zermatt beautiful, but it's also smart. A snow-clearing robot system operates 24/7, silently clearing snow, grooming the roads, and even greeting guests in English. The skiing season lasts year-round, with over 300 sunny days, making it one of the most expensive winter resorts in Europe. At Christmas, over 30,000 smart LED lights illuminate the village, creating a scene as dazzling as in the movie The Polar Express. The old town, with its 500-year-old wooden houses, is perfectly preserved, where you can sip hot wine while listening to the sound of horse bells ringing outside in the snow. Number 10. Bahnhofstrasse, the busiest street in Switzerland. In the heart of Zurich, there's a street without car horns, no flashing advertisements, yet it ranks among the top 3 most expensive shopping streets in the world. Bahnhofstrasse. Less than a mile long, about 1,200 meters, it serves as the backbone of Swiss fashion, finance, and class. You don't just come here to shop, you step into a living fashion museum. From Chanel to Hermès, from Rolex to Patek Philippe, each store feels like an art gallery, where the lighting is just right, and staff don't solicit but gently nod if you have the right vibe. Interestingly, beneath this street lies the largest underground vaults of Credit Suisse, housing the financial data of invisible clients from all over the world. This means that when you're buying Gucci shoes, you might be standing above billions of dollars worth of assets quietly resting. During Christmas, Bahnhofstrasse doesn't light up in a Hollywood dazzling style, but hangs over 11,000 tiny LED lights named Lucy, creating a gentle, exquisite light symphony so beautiful that you might just want to stand and admire it without daring to take a selfie. And perhaps the strangest thing, in a place where you can spend $100,000 in just 1 hour, no one asks your name, what you do, or where you're from. You are respected in silence, just as Switzerland has quietly built its wealth over hundreds of years. Number 9. Lucerbad, the spa capital of Switzerland. Located at over 4,600 feet in the majestic Alps, Lucerbad is not only the spa capital of Switzerland, but also the largest and highest natural spa in Europe. Every day, over 1 million gallons of sulfur and calcium-rich mineral water gush from 65 springs, enough for an entire rugby team to soak all winter long. Soaking in these hot springs is not just a habit, it's a serious cultural ritual. Since ancient Roman times, people believed that the hot water here could cure joint pain, relieve stress, and even heal broken hearts after battles. And guess what? On holidays, the people of Lucerbad still wear traditional costumes to the spa, sitting amidst the rising steam as if they've stepped into a wet musical. Unlike Paris, where mornings begin with espresso, in Lucerbad, an 80-year-old starts their day by walking through the snow to soak in a 120-degree Fahrenheit mineral pool, while it's only 30 degrees Fahrenheit outside. They not only maintain their health, but also preserve the rare tranquility in a world filled with ringing phones. And the most interesting part? There's a hotel here built directly on the hot spring, bringing water straight from the ground to the bathtub in your room. You just turn on the tap and embrace a piece of Switzerland without stepping outside or putting on a bulky robe. Number 8. The most beautiful wedding ceremony in the mountains of Europe. In Switzerland, weddings are not just events. They are a part of the soul of the culture. Here, people don't celebrate with flashy stages or MCs giving speeches, but quietly return love to its most authentic roots: nature, community, and endurance. It's not uncommon for couples in Switzerland to hold their wedding ceremonies in the forest, right next to a stream, under the canopy of centuries-old pine trees. This isn't a strange choice, but a way for the Swiss to honor love in harmony with the earth, just as they live, simply, profoundly, and without ostentation. What's special is that each region has its own customs. In Appenzell, wedding dresses are bright patterned, while in Bern they are embroidered with white crosses, the national symbol. A dress can take up to 2 years to complete and is treasured as a family heirloom. Instead of limos or luxury cars, the groom climbs the mountain to fetch the bride with relatives. Then they all walk to the ceremony as a test of patience and appreciation. This is Swiss culture. No rush, no frills, just truth and endurance. Instead of tiered cakes, many traditional Swiss weddings serve herb cheesecakes or chestnut pies, symbolizing connection. After the wedding, friends smash ceramic pots at the couple's door to ward off evil spirits. Sounds strange, but it's a lot of fun. Number 7. The unique Swiss lifestyle that can't be found anywhere else. In Switzerland, if you put a plastic bottle in the wrong trash bin, you might receive a gentle reminder from your neighbor, and possibly even an official letter. This is no joke. The Swiss are so serious that you have to buy trash bags with a serial number, or you'll be fined. You might feel like you're living in a country with strict regulations. However, this also reflects absolute respect for the community. Interestingly, the Swiss are quite reserved. They prefer to keep things discreet. They don't show off, don't boast, and there are no loud greetings, just gentle, quick handshakes, as if you're shaking hands with a friend without needing to say anything.